Hello guys, welcome to this channel. Today we are talking about the essentials of a healthy relationship. Whether you're casually dating, in a long-term relationship, or just figuring it out, here are some things to look for when it comes to creating healthy relationships. Communication. One of the hallmarks of a healthy relationship is the ability of partners to communicate openly with each other about how they feel. This can also be an important step in building empathy and compassion toward each other. If it is difficult to share our true feelings with a partner, it may mean that we need to work on building more trust within the relationship. Holding back our emotions may mean that we are unsure how the other person will respond or what they will think of us. Oftentimes, especially in new relationships, we may need to work with our partner to figure out ways to communicate effectively with each other. Communication can become unhealthy when one partner in a relationship feels the need to influence the other person's thoughts or behavior. In this case, it may be helpful to set boundaries. Expressing your needs and setting boundaries are just two examples of healthy boundary setting. Remember, a healthy relationship is also one in which boundaries are respected. Listen. It's important that someone listens to us and feels heard. In a healthy relationship, both people should feel relatively comfortable raising issues, expressing themselves, and listening to each other. While not every conversation will be easy, both partners should feel that they will be heard and taken seriously. When a person's feelings or needs are ignored or disrespected, the relationship can suffer. It is important for both partners to make room for the other person. Compromise and constant communication are key to respecting each other's feelings, needs, and values. But compromise doesn't always have to be one way. If one partner disrespects, ignores, or insults the other person, this is abusive behavior. Partners who behave in this way may also treat someone's thoughts or feelings with disdain. Disagreements. Disagreements and conflict are normal in any relationship. It is common to have different preferences, beliefs, and values from others, even loved ones. In some cases, conflict can be a sign that something needs to change within the relationship. Often, couples who ignore or avoid conflict risk experiencing increased tensions and unmet needs. However, the way couples respond to conflict is more important than the itself. Dealing with conflict in a healthy way by speaking respectfully and listening to understand each other is an important component of any relationship, whether it's with a friend, family member, or partner. We also cannot assume that someone can inherently see the problem from our perspective. If disagreements often turn into fights, it may be time to evaluate how you communicate with each other. Try using I statements to soften the language and use assertive communication. For example, "I want you to stop doing that" is a healthy way of saying you need to stop doing that. If conflicts escalate and we feel difficult to resolve, this may cause us to be afraid to disagree with our partners because it may provoke a partner's anger, abuse, or violence. Partners may resort to belittling the other person during disagreements. Intimacy. Healthy relationships allow space for intimacy and mutual connection. This means that partners are able to set healthy boundaries and talk openly about emotional and physical desires, as well as what that looks like for them in a relationship. This includes talking about sex, what you want and don't want, and what feels good or doesn't feel good. These types of conversations require attention and regular check-in with our partners. If one or both partners feel embarrassed or don't want to express how they're feeling because they're worried that their partner might not listen or care, it can make intimacy more stressful than fun. If a partner's needs and desires are ignored or if they are pushed into unpleasant or unwanted situations, this is a sign of abusive behavior. Trust. It is important to maintain relationships outside of those we have with our partners in order to have a strong support system. In healthy relationships, important people trust each other. Trust means knowing that someone will do what they say. It can also mean that each person in the relationship feels free to spend time with other people in their life. A relationship can become unhealthy when one partner feels jealous every time their partner talks to other people or spends time with them. If one partner constantly accuses the other of flirting or tells their partner not to talk or interact with certain people, these may be signs of abusive behaviors and a lack of trust. These types of behaviors can lead to feelings of isolation, as well as symptoms of depression or anxiety. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed watching.